Hang on a minute. I'm using my old phone at the moment because the other one's still charging up, and I don't have to take that rubber thing off. Right, so I'll sort of show you this. If I can get my thing on. Come on. Oh, come on, stupid thing. Right. This old phone. Stupid thing. I was trying to go live, and now I've got the squirrely thing on the screen, which means I've got to kill it when I finished. This old phone, I'm charging my other one up. Right, I was just about to explain, and the damn thing went ding, and flipping well rebooted it. So right, so as I said, there's a slight wobble on my rotor, a very small amount. You can probably see the wobble there. It's only a tiny amount, but that's enough to create what's called a cavitation effect. Let's just spin it like this. This is the one without the magnets, so I'm using the stator without the magnets in, so I can show you. So when I get it going, you'll notice it starts to pivot. Hang on. Get it fast enough. You'll notice it's still. Trouble is, it's not going to keep up the speed that it does that. That's the only problem. And because I've got it so well balanced, it's very well balanced. Right. Is it cavitating? No, you can't. It is twisting slightly. Right, see it moving? Can you see it cavitating? That's what you call cavitation. It's like the gyroscope. Now that happens if one side of this rotor, all the way around this rim on this side, if part of the rim on this side is slightly heavier, when you, in comparison to the rim on this side, you get a gyroscopic effect. Now that's not a big problem. But ideally I want to get rid of that. So what I'm doing at the moment is I've got a piece of blue tack attached to the outside of the drum right here. So what I'm actually doing right now is balancing and trying to trim out the cavitation as well. Getting it balanced is one thing. Getting rid of that cavitation, that is a nightmare, because it means shifting a bit of weight from the front to the back. And trust me, that is not a problem most people even think about. So what I'm doing is, I've got it, I'm just trying to find out where its level is. It is very well balanced at the moment. As you can see, it's coming up now, look. Now it's going down. That's what I mean, it's balanced. It is balanced. So it's just, when I'm doing this, I'm causing the bearings to walk basically and walk it around. So I've got to not only balance this thing, but I've got to trim out the cavitation. Now if it's turned to the left, that means that I have extra weight. When you look at the gyroscope I was doing earlier, that means I've got some extra weight down here that needs to be compensated for. So let's get another bit of blue tack. See if I can get rid of this cavitation effect, because it is annoying. But you see, that's going to throw my balance out, which means I've got to add a bit more up here or up over here. So if I add this bit of blue tack, stupid phone. If I add a bit of blue tack down to this bottom corner down here. Oh, actually, I'm just going to stick it on the outside for now, because I can see where it is. No, actually, I might get confused with that one. No, I'll stick it on the inside. Oh, I've got blue tack. Oh, it's stuck to my finger now. Where are we? cavitation is, it gets really bad at certain resonant frequencies. It can start to hum, and that's why I was having trouble with the catching on the rotor. On the canopy, in certain resonant frequencies, it would catch, and then it wouldn't catch, then it would catch, then it wouldn't catch. That is the cavitation effect when it's oscillating like that, and you can't really see it's going really fast. Right, so let me check the balance again. I've got this bit of blue tack down here. Now I need to put a bit of blue tack. I've got another piece here. I'm going to put another piece about the same size at the back of this top one. Right, I'll never get that out if I push it in too far, so I've got to be careful. Now let's try this again, see if I've solved it. Probably haven't. It's hard enough to get. I'm not going to try too hard with this. I managed to get this, as you can see, I managed to get the segments in. They fitted in okay now, so no, it's still cavitating to the left. Right, okay. I need to get my hook now because I can't get that out otherwise. Where's it going? Which one is it in? It's in that one. Right, so I definitely got the wrong position, so I need to move that to that one. I want my paintbrush. Put that with that one. Get that one out of there. And stick this one. I don't think I stuck that in properly. It's rolling about. Right, get this one and put this at the front of the opposite side. Right, I'm only going to attempt this for a little while. I'm not going to. It's not that serious as long as it's balanced, but it's a pain to set this sort of thing up. Right, let's get going first. Better. It's not turning, but it's wobbling now. Now I've got the cavitation problem solved, which I think I have. I have to sort the balance out again. Right, let me just get this going a bit. Hard to do this unless I'm on the stand, really. Well, if it's on the stand, it'll stop it from turning, so I'd have to do it where it can pivot on the table. Oh no, it's still turning. Not as bad though. Not as bad. Don't know if I can do this like that. If I do this and try and speed it up, I'll probably knock it off the table. I'm a bit worried about that. Ooh, see what I mean? I went and hit my mouse button. What the hell's going on now? I'm going to trash my mouse now. I've got this weird thing on the screen. Hang on. Alright, I'll move my mouse out of the way. Right, I don't want to do that again. Something happened, I don't know what happened to my mouse then. I've just got this weird message on the screen. It must have double clicked like the left and right mouse button all at the same time, I don't know. Something happened anyway. Right, so it's still turning, not as bad, it's not as bad as it was, but it's still doing it. Right, I'll stop it. Where's my little hook gone? This is a real drag to sort this out, it really is. I might have got the wrong hole, you see. You can't really work out where it is because it's not a balance issue, it's a completely different issue. I might not even have the right amount of material, you see, that's the problem. You can't really work this out easily. There's no easy answer. Take that out of there. Stick that in the front of this one. All I can do is try to get the best, find the best position for it. But this blue tack is being awkward. I want it to stay in place because centrifugal force will keep it there once it's there. Right. Okay, we'll try that again. Is that little piece still on the outside? No, it's fallen off. The piece that was on the rim has fallen off. Where's that gone? Oh, when it crashed into my mouse. Oh, I think I can see it. No, I can't. The other bit has fallen off. Trouble is, where was it? Was it number 5? I'm going to check the balance. Hang on. Oops. Yeah, I think it was on number 5 because it's heavy on that side now. Let's check that again. I think it was on 5, segment 5. Yeah, I lost the. It must have flown off when it hit. It flew across the table. What I could do is speed it up with my drill. Yeah, that's a good idea. Could do that. This battery on this old phone is not very good. It'll probably die on me at some point. I'll just find a little bit of blue tack because. Right, number 5. Number 5 is alive. I love that movie, Short Circuit. Oh, really good. Right, let's. Oh, actually, no. If this is the heavy side, it wants to be on the other side. It wants to be. Hang on. If it's drifting down that way, it wants to be on number 1. Alright, that should be right. Let's try that. So I've got to balance it and get the rotational twist out of it as well. I'll try that. Oh, I think that's the blue tack there. I think I just found it. It was on the table. Oh, that's the other bit I took off. That's pretty good. I've got a bit of a. I've still got the wobble though. Hang on, let's move it like that. Move it forward a bit. Yeah, still got a bit of wobble. Oh, don't forget this is balanced on this thing at the moment, so everything's going to show up much more. That's pretty good. That cavitation's gone, I think. There is a little bit there still, but that's negligible. It's not really much. So what I've got to do is transplant that blue tack to the inside of these drums. Now that one's got to be in the middle because that's where that is. So that's got to be in the middle of that one. Okay. Right, that's in the middle of that one. The others are already inside, so we'll check it again. Just going to flatten that in a bit more. Right, let's try that again. Of course, if I put that face down with the blue tack, that's a bit of blue tack on here, if I put that face down on the table, it probably wouldn't cavitate. So, it might have invalidated my test, so I'm going to have to do this again to make sure. I'm hoping I got it anyway. Looks like I did. Yeah. I'm going to stick this. Oh, I haven't got my rubber wheel on this yet. I need to put the rubber wheel back on my drill because I've obviously got the cutting disc in it. Let's see. It's not bad. It's got a little bit of a wobble still. I really want to speed it up with this thing, you see. I want to use a drill to speed it up, and I'll soon find out if it's out of balance. As I say, I could put the pulley on it, I suppose, but no, let's just do it with this one out. I don't need to go that fast. Right, I've put all the blue tack inside, so that's not very fast, is it? Hang on, see if I can get it faster one. Oh, actually, let me put the pulley on it. So it's catching. I think it's that bearing. It's not very good. Oh, my flipping cushions. I hate it. Don't you hate sofa cushions that creep forward on you? I do. Someone's catching me. It's still cavitating. Gyroscopic effect. Right. What the hell is rubbing? Oh, I see. I pushed the bearing in. That's what's happened. I pushed the bearing in on this back plate. Damn it. I have to set my RPM thingy-majig off. I hate it when that pops out. Not bearing. Right, that should work. And luckily I don't want the RPM thing on right now. It might cause me some balance problems. What do you know? Well, you know, we're good. I can feel a bit of a balance thing. I can feel it, a little bit of vibration and up and down, side to side. So not perfect. Well, there's some cavitation there. It's gyroing on me. Right. Well, now I've got the drill, which means I don't have sore fingers. I am going to see about moving things around a bit here. I don't know if I need more material in there or less. Let's just see where it sits. Pull this back a bit. I don't want anything to catch. Where are you going to settle? Well, this end's a bit heavier, so I've got blue tack there, so now that's in the middle, so I'm going to take some of this out, take that one out, because that was in the middle with that one anyway. Oh, shucks, these are coming off now. Right, get in. This front stator has shrunk a lot because it's not been in use, and it's really shrunk, and it's loose on the brackets now. Right, let's try that. That end's heavier than this end now. I'll put a little bit of this back in the other with the other blue tack. I put it in the wrong end, didn't I put it on the wrong end. I'll just bring a bit of that out. I'll just take it all out a minute. Don't lose my place. I know, lost where I was now. Oh, it wants to be in here, yeah. Crawling up. Good thing that this is in the middle. Right, and this one wants to be on the opposite side. Actually at the back as well, so that wants to be at the back. So I've got to lean into the light so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, so have I got rid of the cavitation thingamajig? Let's try now. Feel it. It's not bad. It's walking, it's turning. You know, what's interesting about this effect is if you had two flywheels, or I should say, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but if you had two half flywheels like that, right, and they were offset deliberately to create cavitation, and then you spun them, it would create the twist. You could use that twist, and that would give you free torque to turn something. Think about that. Free torque, because the flywheels themselves wouldn't actually, the bearings would absorb any labour, but you would get torque and it would turn something. But I don't know how strong it would be. That's the only problem. I have no idea. I haven't wanted to experiment with that because it's kind of dangerous, because it's putting an awful lot of stress on the drive shaft. And if something was like on an engine, you've got the piston and you've got the counterweight on the back. Two of them counterweights opposite each other in a wheel would create that twist. Because this is what this is doing, it's turning. You could create torque and it should in theory be free energy, but I don't fancy playing around with that because I live in a residential place and I don't want things flying through my window. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of risky. You would have to make it out of something really strong like steel. Or you could just nick some counterweights out of car engines and try that. It's got a bit of wobble. I wasn't paying attention. I was talking too much. Let's go a bit faster to see what it's like. Oh, it's definitely out of balance. Definitely out of balance. It's dancing. Look. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's no good like that. Now it's going the other way. That's the only problem with this thing. It's a bit unpredictable. It could, yeah, if you do that with that, what I was talking about just a minute ago, you could end up with a situation where it goes one way, then goes the other way. You don't, yeah. Dependent on speed. So yeah, I'm going to stop it because that is not going to help. I just need to balance it. I need to forget about this cavitation problem because it's not. I'm not going to be able to solve it easily. I'm going to take my blue tack out. It's a frigging nightmare to solve because it depends on speed as well, as I was just saying. It's like a harmonic. Right, take the blue tack out, and I just want to check the balance without any blue tack in. I just want to get the balance right. I'm quoting the song title now. Is it Depeche Mode? which is the heavy side. The only way I could get rid of that cavitation is to print another rotor that's dead straight and no wobble, because this has got a little bit of wobble in it. I might even do that at some point. Right, so number 6 again. It's definitely number 6 that's the lighter one. Put it about 6 at 3 o'clock and see if it climbs up. Yeah, it's climbing up, so I want some more of that. Right, put number 6 at 3 o'clock again. And just check it all about. Now number 6 is too heavy. Right, so now I'll put too much on it. Take it all out. Right, take a bit off it. Tiny little bit. This is how much I'm removing. This is the tiny little bit of blue tack. And that won't even register on my scale. Probably 0.005 of a gram or something silly like that. Right, number 6 at 3 o'clock. Now it's not moving. I don't want to walk it. Now number 6 is a bit too light. See how much I took off it? I'm going to put on that much now. Number 6 at 3 o'clock. No, it's too frigging heavy. Oh, maybe not. No, it's alright now. No, it's up and then it's down. It's up and it's down. I'm just walking it. I think I've got it. Right, let's check the balance now. I'm not worried about the cavitation. Can't sort that out. It's too difficult. You need a freaking computer to do that. I mean, a computer and a machine, like what you have in a bicycle shop that checks for balance. The machines that they use to balance the wheel. Still dancing, look at that. That's the cavitation though, that's not the balance. Right, it feels, lift it off the table. It feels balanced to me. I'm getting the gyro effect now. When I move it left and right, if I move it left and right, it tilts forward and back. Look at that. See what I mean? I think I'm ready to put this thing together and do a test. I think I'm going to take this dummy stator off. If it's not right, I've got them segments need. I'll probably continue to dry out over a few hours anyway, so I'm probably going to have to rebalance it tomorrow. So bear in mind I'm on the old phone. What's the battery out like? Oh, this battery's at 71% and it's cooking. So yeah, I think I'll just check it again. Well, 6 is seeming a bit heavy, just a touch. Let's see. I'll take a little bit more off it. Actually, number 6, are you tilted to the back or the front? That's the back. That's the back. Number 1. Where's number 6 gone? Number 6 is there. Let's see. Right, number 6 is more to the back. So I'll put this counterbalance near the front of number 6. Maybe that'll help a bit. Can't get it off with the damn. It's hard to pick it up because I have to use this pricky thing to get it. I wanted to right at the front of here. I'll try that. Over there. Where's number 6 gone? You're right. Where are you? Oh, you're there. Number 6 is over here right now. Oh, that feels better actually. Yeah, moving that blue tack to the front side has made it a lot better. I think I'm good with that. Right. Put the magnet rotor back on now. I mean the magnet stator, I mean. I had a bit of a dull moment when I made the last video because I was looking for a stand to put this on, and I just realised I was to put these damn things on, and then see how loose that was. Right, so back to the coggy. Oh, coggy. A lot of cog there, but once it's going, it's okay. Number 3. I just knocked the bearing out again. Hang on a minute. I'm getting sick of this bearing. Get in. I glued it in place, but it still popped out. You know what? I think I'll put a bit more glue in there. Because I'm sick of this bearing popping out. It just pops out too easy, look. Right, hang on a minute. Right, put some on the end of my paintbrush. Don't drip on the carpet. Right, if I just go around, that bearing's partially in the hole, so it shouldn't. Come all the way around. I'm going to stick my finger on now. It's in. Tissue. It's got to be really quick with this stuff. That shouldn't come out again, hopefully. I said that last time and it did. Don't know why it's not sticking. The last bearing, I couldn't get it out. The bearing that was the bearing that's in this hub, can't get it out. I even put that press thing to try and push it out. It won't come out. But this one, for some reason, just loves to escape. I did degrease it before I glued it. Before. I haven't glued my bearings together, thank God. I hate it when that happens. You have to find another bearing then. Right, that should solve that problem. Oh, number 1 this time. Number 2. A number done because some of these fit better this way around. If I put the tight one on the loose one, it just keeps falling off. Right, we're back together with the bearings in. Magnets in, I mean. I did counterbalance this magnet thing on here, but for some reason it this has got a lot of cog. More cog than before, actually. Once it's going, it's fine. Trouble is getting it started. Oh, you know what? The drive shaft is slipping on the flipping motor on the drum now. Another problem. Another frigging problem. I can't even get it started because it's slipping. So in order to get it started, I'm going to have to have my finger in the works. That's always another problem. Hang on a minute. I'm going to have to glue the rotor back on again. I don't believe it. Always another catch. Always another catch. That might actually help me solve that wobble if I can glue it on with it straighter, maybe. I don't know, let's see. So it's tilting back. More number one, so let's see if I can sort this out actually. Get the magnets out. That's always another problem. So the drive shaft is no longer bonded to the drum, as you can see. I just pulled it straight out. So all I've got to do now is, number one, let it spread this to the back. So in order to straighten this drum out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the shaft out like this. I'm going to get my file, my file that's got the back thingamajig on it, and I hope to God this doesn't knock everything out of balance again, because I would hate for that to happen. So basically this is tilting, number one is tilting that way, in that direction, a little bit too much. So what you do to compensate for that is you file the top, no, you file the bottom of the part that's a little bit that's on that one, and you file the top on this side to get that rotor straight again. So the top of this side near number one, the bottom of this side opposite number one. Now I should be able to and glue it and then spin it, and hopefully I can get it true again. It's going to be a bit looser now because I should have a small amount of movement in this. Not enough yet though. So I want to get this drum trued up. It's kind of ironic that the glue did come apart on it. I want to get a little bit of rock on it. Tiny amount of rock just to get that wobble out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some super glue around this shaft. I'm going to push it in, and I'm going to pull number one towards me like that while it sets, and that should get that wobble out. Hopefully. That's what I've done before, and it's usually worked. We have to take a fraction out of the tiny amount of plastic out. So put the super glue on here. My bearings are not attached, by the way, they're on the other things, so I'll be alright. So now I've got to push this in here like this. I'm now going to hold it while the glue sets 10 seconds. Hopefully I will have got that wobble out of it. The worst case scenario, it'll now wobble the other side. Right, I think it's stuck. Right, we'll find out in a minute. It's definitely... Oh no, it's not glued yet. Bollocks. More glue. I'll turn it like this. Right. Hopefully I can get it to... If it doesn't stick, I've got to do it again until the glue fills the gaps. Ten seconds. I'm going to give it 20. Has it stuck? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Alright, did I get rid of my wobble? I'll find out. the phone's still working. Yeah. Nearly smashed the end off again. Number 1. Number 2. You can't hardly read number 2. Number 3. Right, did I get it trued up? Okay. Well, the glue's set anyway. Hang on. Oh yeah, hang on. It's better than it was. It is definitely better than it was. Just getting it started is going to be real swine, because these ferrites are more closely coupled to the magnets now. So that steel. Let's check the. Oh yeah, we've got flux there now. I actually moved these ferrites in towards the magnets closer, you see. So there's a lot more flux there now. These are still a bit further out, if you look. Don't know if you can tell, but these ferrites are a little bit further out, away from the magnets. These are closer to the magnets. So these 3, 1, 2, 3, can't see behind the leg. That's going to make it awkward to get it started, but once we get it started, we should be alright. So what I'm going to have to do is, in order to get started, I'm going to have to glue this damn thing on now, because it's not glued on. Otherwise I'll never start the damn thing. Right, hang on a minute. I want some alcohol. I mean, this thing was glued on originally, it just came loose and I decided not to bother gluing it on. I just turned this to get it started, but I can't turn it now, it's too bloody tight. Once it's going, it's going. And I've got to watch out I don't get glue on the bearing, because that could be bad. So I don't want to put too much on here. Don't stick yet. I'm banking on the fact that it won't be 2 seconds. It won't be 10 seconds. Let's just try that now. Hopefully this will stick and then I can turn it easy. I had to wipe the bit surplus off it. It was squidging along and I didn't want it to go on the bearing. Just make sure we're free. Right, I'm not going to turn this yet because I might break the bond. Just wanted to check. I want to check the balance thingy. I mean the trueness. I can't get it. Right, can I turn this yet? Is it breaking? I don't know. Risk it. Needs a bit longer to dry properly. Actually, once I get going. Which side is it? I can tell it now. Oops, it creaked then. This thing. I thought the bond was going to come off. It's mostly stuck on this thing here, not this. So this really wanted gluing as well. Trouble is, if I want to take this thing apart again, I have to take it apart by getting this damn thing up again. Not seeing any trouble. That's why I didn't glue it on. I think it's pretty good. I think I need to get this thing, my coils hooked up and test it. Well, this phone is batteries at 57%, and yeah, I've been going 55 minutes, so I don't know how much longer I can. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll come back later on, well, probably in a couple of hours. I'm going to test from the other phone, because this battery, I mean, this phone is really cooking right now. Yeah, it doesn't, this old phone is not bad. Actually, I can resume this stream. Yeah, I'll just resume this stream in a bit, because I've got to set all the coils back up and everything. You don't want to watch me doing all that. And plus, this phone battery is dying fast. And yeah, so I'll be back shortly, and I'll just resume where I left off, okay? Yeah, slowing it down a bit, because I can only get it up to about 14,000 RPM. No, sorry, 1,396 RPM. Sorry, 1,400. Yeah. It's still climbing though at the moment. The supercapacitor is still charging. We're at about, actually, it's about 300 milliamps at the moment. We're still climbing though. Now the good thing though is we've got a much higher voltage on the AC. So there's good and bad. So we're still climbing. We're almost at 4 volts, but we're still going up. Now the other thing I don't like is the fact that I haven't got the full set. I haven't got the full set of 6 segments in, and it occurred to me when I was testing it. The way the laminations are arranged on this new segments is they point inwards, and that's supposed to cancel out the drag with the adjacent segment. Well, because I've only got 3 segments in there, it's not going to do that until I get the other 3 printed. So basically, when I put it on current, this is what we get with current. And it's slowing down quite a lot, so 36, 35. So we're about 35 milliamps, and it drops down to RPM's dropping. We actually lose about 120 RPM. I think I can bring it over here. Just a minute. Give me a sec. Oh, I just turned my monitor off because I just tapped the button. I hate these touch sensor monitors. You just touch the damn thing and it turns off. Hate them. Who thought that was a good idea? Flipping corporations. As if we're all lazy and can't press a button. So yeah, we're losing RPM. But as I say, I haven't got all the 6 segments in. That's why I have to print the other 3, and then we can try it again. But you know, the other thing as well is I think I've got the ferrite too close to the magnet, because that's why I've got in such a lot of drag. And if I do another 3 segments with the ferrites as close to the magnets as these 3 are, I'm not going to get the thing. I'm not going to be able to start the damn thing. So I am going to have to go back in SketchUp and put that gap, increase that spacing again, because the spacing is just too damn close. It cogs too much. So yeah, usually the RPM has dropped to 1264. Our current is still pretty decent, 33.7 milliamps at the moment. Yeah, so I'm glad I only printed 3 segments though, because it means I've saved myself printing another 3 with the gap too close. because yeah, I don't want to be wasting loads of plastic, so I'm going to have to go back in SketchUp, and I'm also going to think about putting in some little screens in between where I can insert some bits of nanocrystalline material to try and alleviate the cogging a little bit. So I need to do that as well. I need to create a more even transition for the cog, so the cogging's not so bad. So I'm going to have to work that out. So yeah, current's dropped to 33.4 milliamps. Still pretty good current though. Obviously, if I move the gap, increase the gap on the ferrites further from the magnets, we're gonna end up losing a bit of that anyway. Yeah, so yeah. Let's go back to voltage on here. Right, we're back on voltage. When we go straight back to voltage, we're at 3.5 volts, and we're still better than we were before with voltage. It's picking up again. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick update on where we are, and yeah, I'm not happy about these segments. Yeah, I've got to rethink that a bit and redesign it to get rid of some of this cogging, because it is pretty bad. You can hear it whirring like a blooming, yeah, it's whirring pretty loud as well. Yep. Anyway, so that's it for tonight. There's not much point in doing any more tests because, well, we lost over about 120 RPM with that. Obviously, as I said, I designed the 6 segments to be in conjunction with the adjacent segments, and I've already got 3 in there, and figured, well, if I do another 3 the same, I'm going to have a really major problem getting this thing started, because I can hardly get it started with 3 of them, so never mind 6, it'll be twice as bad. So yeah, I'm going to have to reduce that gap, increase that gap again back to where it was originally. I'm going to keep my steel segment arrangements in there, because I can change them out or whatever, and I could also alternate. I could go to ferrite rods, as I was explaining previously. I can put ferrite 5mm round ferrite rods in as an alternative. That should alleviate this drag as well, cogging. I think it's partly due to the reluctance of the steel as well, the iron in the steel I should say. That obviously has a huge impact on change, but although I wanted to have a little bit of reluctance on change, I think there's way too much reluctance there. Anyway, right, see you later.